So happy to be with you today, the 8th of December 2020. I was so happy to read a news of the speech of our Prime Minister, Honorable Modi ji, yesterday. He says, you can't build the coming century with a law which is century old. He talks about this for the reforms which he is initiated. Any reform goes through opposers as well as people supporting. Any reform takes time to implement, but the best is to implement it with consensus of many, timing, benefiting the honest people, and with least redressal seeking mechanisms. I also read another news on GST saying the GST has been revised for micro industries which are doing turnover up to 5 crores, that they can now file quarterly return or they can even file return through SMS. I think it's a very long due one. And even after 3 years of implementation, we are going through trial and error methods. This is exactly what I said needs to be avoided when you form a policy. Stakeholders must be consulted. Inputs must be gathered. Reforms cannot be made from an air-conditioned room. Reforms can only come from the people. I also read a news in which it says the industries have sought a clarification from the government on remission of duties and taxes on exported products. How long we keep seeking clarifications after clarifications? Why can't the policy be bullseye in the first instance? This is what calls for an expertise in the policymakers' hands. Yesterday we talked about the raw material price increase and how it impacts the companies, especially small and micro enterprises. Today I read in the paper the 2-year highest price increase in the diesel and petrol prices. I also see the companies are likely to have an upward wage revision from April. I thought working from home will bring down the cost, but this article says working from home might also increase the cost for the companies. So now we have moved from raw material price increase to operational cost increase. Where will we end? How will we make the ends meet? How can the demand be increased if you increase the price on anything for that matter, including me? I have to reduce my price to sell more. I see another interview by the DIPT secretary. He says the implementation of the PLI scheme is on track. I'm sorry, sir. It's not implementation of PLI. It is conceptualization of the PLI. We have many more steps to go. You got to announce the policy. Once the policy is announced, all the said stakeholders will seek clarification. Once they seek clarification, you will not give answers. Then somebody will go to the court, and then the court will take time to deliberate, ask questions what the public asks, and then come out with a verdict. By that time, the industries will face more difficult times. The last news of today, happy to read, the Chinese data says the export to India has fallen by almost 20% in the last 7 months. Happy to read, but at the same time, it makes me think, why so? Is it because of mere sentiment of import from China? Or is it because that we have built our own capacity to manufacture and replace import? Or is it because the demand has fallen down in India? We have to study it. We have to know it. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We together build this country. Thank you.